Well, hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, we're about to go ahead and get into another episode of Court is Messy. So make sure you're coming into the video, you're liking it up, and you're also subscribing to the channel. Let's get into it.
But the truth. Ms. Gordon?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Goodwin?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may both lower your hands. And Mr. Dell, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We're here today on the state's suit affecting the parent-child relationship for one child. Both parties have been previously served. We have a proposed order from the state. Your Honor, the only disagreements are potential name change and the insurance for the child.
Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. The order finds that Mr. Goodwin is the father of the child, Josiah Gordon, and he has a duty of support. Your Honor, the father is requesting a name change. However, the state does object, as this is not a petition to establish the parent-child relationship, and name change issue was not pled. Parties do agree, Judge, to be appointed joint managing conservators of the child, with the mother as the primary parent having the exclusive right to designate the primary parent, to designate the primary residence of the child within Dallas or contiguous counties. Parties do agree to a standard possession order with a neutral exchange location to occur at Fuel City, 801 South Riverfront Boulevard in Dallas, 75207. And the mother is requesting a non-disclosure as to her address. The state's requesting that the father be ordered to maintain the child on private health insurance through his employer, and that he not be ordered to pay any cash medical support. The mother is requesting that she be ordered to maintain the child on a government health program, and that the father, if so, the state would ask the father pay cash medical support. Based on the father's current income and wages, Judge, parties agree that he shall pay child support to $542 a month beginning July 1st, 2024. The agreement does not contain any retroactive support judgments. The state's requesting court costs be billed to Mr. Goodwin. Again, Judge, the mother's requesting non-disclosure.
May call your first witness.
Thank you, Judge. I will call the mother first. Ms. Gordon, what is your full name?
Alicia Louise Gordon.
Okay. And Ms. Gordon, did you hear the terms of the state's proposed order that I stated to the court?
I did.
Do you understand all of those terms?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything you don't understand that I proposed?
It's just some things I don't agree with.
No, I'm asking if do you understand the terms that I stated?
I understand them.
Okay. And are you in agreement with everything that I stated except for the father being ordered to maintain private health of the child?
That's what that's what I don't agree.
Okay. How is the child currently covered with health insurance?
He's covered under the state. I do have the option to add him to my own insurance of where I work. He did ask me to add him to his insurance, and I told him no, because my doctor accepts what he's currently getting, which is the state insurance, and she is willing to see him pro bono. And she also stated that whenever I can add him to my insurance, which I had to wait, where I was working, I had to wait. Whenever I can add him, she does take the insurance for my job.
Hold on one second, Ms. Gordon. Mr. Goodwin, we're in court.
My apologies.
So conduct yourself the same way you would if you were standing in the courtroom before the bench.
Oh, did I miss something? What did he do?
To add him to my own insurance of where I work. He did ask me to add him to his insurance, and I told him no, because my doctor accepts what he's currently getting, which is the state insurance, and she is willing to see him pro bono. And she also stated that whenever I can add him to my insurance, which I had to wait, where I was working, I had to wait. Whenever I can add him, she does take insurance for my job.
Hold on one second, Ms. Gordon. Mr. Goodwin, we're in court.
My apologies.
So conduct yourself the same way you would if you were standing in the courtroom before the bench. Please refrain from drinking. Thank you.
Baby, she ain't wasting no damn time. You hear what I say? Because other judges would have just let him keep doing what he doing. She was like, check that.
You're fine. Go ahead, Ms. Gordon.
But that, like, yeah, I'm only not in agreement with it because he asked me if it was going to be okay, and I told him no. And he went behind my back to do it, and that's what I'm not in agreement with. He's already covered, and I can add him to my own insurance because I actually have a salary job, and he doesn't share with me his hours or where he works. He tells me that he doesn't even have set hours or set time to come in. So I wouldn't even know if my child would be constantly covered under insurance.
Oh, gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
So what kind of insurance do you want the court to order today?
Well, right now I want him to stay under Medicaid because it's already been renewed. He's currently under it. And if that cost has to come out of my pocket, I don't mind, but I'm not comfortable with him doing that behind my back and deciding to block me last minute and bring that up today when he could have brought that up to me that I already put him on my insurance.
Now, I don't see nothing wrong with the child having, well, I don't know if he can have his dad's insurance and Medicaid, but I would want him to have all the insurance in the world, right? So you ain't never got to come out of pocket for nothing. But I understand her gripe because what if something falls short on his damn insurance or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, that kid may have a medical emergency or something going on with them. So I do understand her, rather having the insurance under kind of like her control in a sense versus his. But yeah, let's see.
Because he asked me and I said no. Like it got to be a 50-50 thing. This can't be sneaky stuff happening, especially when I asked to talk to you before today.
So Ms. Gordon, why don't you want the order today to include your home address?
Because previously he has sat outside of my house. My dad can testify to that, and so can my mom.
Ooh.
And other people that my brother that has previously stayed with us. He's had people following me.
Whoa.
And he's threatened me before. Recently, no, it hasn't been like that. We do meet at Fuel City. We don't meet at any other private addresses, and I'd rather keep it that way.
How old's the child?
He's 10 months, almost 11 months.
Okay, and do you live in, what city do you live in?
North Dallas.
Okay, and
Like
do you know where Mr. Gordon or where Mr. Goodwin?
Mr. Goodwin, he knows where my parents stay and where I stay currently. But if I was to move, I do not want to share my address.
Do you know where?
Well, I'm confused. You haven't moved yet, so he knows where you stay today. So why would you not want the address listed in the court documents where he would see?
Mr. Goodwin lives.
Yes, I know where his mom stays. If he still stays with his mom.
Okay, and is Fuel City centrally located between the two of you?
For the most part, yeah. It's like a halfway point.
Okay.
I guess.
Your Honor, I pass the witness.
Okay, you may call your next witness.
I'll call the father. Mr. Goodwin, what is your full name?
Byron Lawrence Goodwin Jr.
And Mr. Goodwin, did you hear the terms of the proposed order that I stated to the court previously?
Yes.
Do you understand those terms?
Yes.
And excluding the insurance coverage, are you in agreement with everything else that I stated to the court and believe it's in your child's best interest?
The total amount, what is that based off of?
So, Mr. Goodwin, are you in agreement that you and Ms. Gordon be appointed joint managing conservators with her as the primary parent?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in agreement that you have standard visitation with the child, which would include overnight visitation, correct?
Yes. I was looking more for like a joint custody visitation thing, joint parenting, I guess.
Okay, so you don't agree to have standard visitation. You want 50-50 custody?
Yes. If possible.
Okay, how long has the child lived with the mother?
Since he was born.
Okay. If the judge orders standard visitation for yourself, are you in agreement to meet up at the Fuel City?
Yes.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
I'm employed, yes.
Where do you work?
Weber. I've sent all this to the AOG. She has all the emails and stuff.
Okay, well, the judge doesn't know, so where do you work?
Weber Construction.
What's your job title?
Traffic control and safety.
Okay, how long have you worked there?
Since April.
And what, do you get paid hourly or do you get paid a salary?
I get paid hourly.
How much you make per hour?
19.
$19?
Yes.
How many hours a week do you typically work?
It varies. I don't have no set amount, anywhere from 35 to 60, depending on what goes on with everything. I also have that email from my job as well.
Okay, so every week you most of the time you work at least 40 hours a week?
No, not guaranteed.
How many hours you work last week?
Last week, I probably only got maybe like 32 because of whether we don't work in the rain or in anything inclement or depending on what the job load is as well.
How many hours did you work this week? These first 5 days?
I have no clue. I would have to check.
You don't know how many hours you've worked so far?
This week I've worked maybe almost 40 hours.
Okay. Is it possible for you to work on weekends sometimes?
If need be, we on call. We're on call crew, so it's not guaranteed. Everything's not guaranteed. But I can send an email to the court if need be.
Do you have any other biological children besides Josiah?
No, this is my first.
Okay. And you want the court to order you to maintain the child on private health through your job, correct?
Yes.
And when did you enroll the child into that healthcare program?
Beginning of the month, I believe.
Okay. How much does it cost you?
$100 a month just for Josiah right now.
Okay. And why do you believe that the court should order you to maintain private health insurance and not order the mother to maintain health insurance?
I mean, because if it's my duty to be on child support and stuff, then I feel like that's part of me having to cover things as well. Excuse me.
So he wants the child on his insurance. So I don't damn know what the hell then. She don't want the baby on there because she wants to get the Medicaid. I feel like child, I don't fucking know.
Do you have any safety concerns with having your home address in the order today, Mr. Goodwin? I'm sorry?
No.
No?
Was that a no, sir?
Yeah, I said no.
Okay, couldn't hear you. Thank you.
My apologies.
That's okay.
Mr. So I'll ask you one more time. Mr. Goodwin, are you in agreement to pay child support to $542 a month based on your current income?
I guess that's cool.
Your Honor, I pass the witness.
Hey,
I don't
the
know
order
why
of the
he
court will be that the parties will be
I don't know why he didn't go back and ask what the breakdown was for, so you can get the explanation of it.
made joint managing conservators. There will be a standard visitation schedule. The exchange of the child is to take place at Fuel City on South Riverside Drive. Dad is to maintain private health insurance through his employer. Dad is to pay child support of $542 per month. Court costs should be billed to dad, and there will be no non-disclosure. All start dates will be July 1st, 2024. Are there any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is standard visitation?
You
Like, what's
agreed
the
to it,
days?
but you don't know what that is?
Ooh.
No, they never said anything about the visitation part when they spoke to me. They
Yes,
just
ma'am.
said, what's the issue? How can we get you satisfied?
Standard,
And I-
okay, standard
we talked to
visitation,
Ms.
he gets
Baker.
to see the child every first, third, and fifth weekends of the month from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Sunday.
So
There are also provisions for all major holidays, the child's birthday, anything they thought y'all were gonna argue over, they put it in the schedule.
We get a copy of the schedule?
When you get a copy of the order.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I did have one more question. If I got my son on my on my insurance, because he's not sharing anything with me, so I wouldn't even know what my son could be covered for.
He
Ma'am,
gonna
he
have
will
to
have
share
to
with
give
us.
you an
He gonna
insurance
have to.
card. He's ordered to do that
Well,
in
yeah.
order. He doesn't have to tell you his work hours, but he does have to tell you where
Well, I
he
don't care
works.
about
and
that
who-
part.
and the
But if I can
insurance
get my
card.
son on my own insurance, I can do that, correct?
Yes, but that won't mean he'll reimburse you. That just means he'll be double covered.
Yeah, he doesn't have to reimburse me, but he's not sharing it with me because I didn't even know he was on insurance because he's covered under the state.
No.
You will be ordered to send her a copy of your insurance card, and you will also be ordered to send a copy of it to the Attorney General's office. It'll be in the order. Okay? All right. Anything further?
So that means I would have to order or talk to my insurance company to get an extra copy, or can I just give the information to the doctor and have them put it?
No, she needs her own
have to
card.
send it
She
to
don't
me.
Why
need.
the fuck would you cover your child and not want to give her that information? Like, it's her fucking kid too. Like, I'm so confused on that. Just get him the damn information. It's covering the child. She ain't gonna be able to look up all your damn information with that. It's gonna have the child's name and the child's insurance number on it. Like, why are you trying to make this difficult? After you done sat up here and agreed to everything else, and I feel like I want to cover him under my insurance because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do if I got to pay the child support. Okay, then give her the goddamn information.
To have you contact her every time she got to take your child to the doctor. If it's an emergency, she don't have time
You
to
don't
get in
answer.
touch with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, you blocked me this morning, so how can I even
Miss
contact
Gordon,
you?
Miss
Girl,
Gordon,
that's not what this meeting is for, ma'am. Y'all could do that offline. Just a little piece, okay? You see the judge is talking and you just interrupt her. That's not good.
This morning.
hey,
my
say,
phone's broken.
this is not what we're going to do in this hearing. That's something for you guys to take care of outside of the court. Not in here.
As soon as you
don't have a way to
Miss
get in contact.
Gordon,
As soon as you do, and somebody call and press charges, y'all gonna be back in the courts for more charges. They tell you to handle shit outside of the courts, and then as soon as you do, in the worst way, or not even the worst way, sometimes just a bad way, okay? Somebody gonna get your ass charged with that.
we're done with it. We're done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. Dale?
Nothing further, Judge. I'll prepare the order.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you both for appearing here today, and you're both free to go.
Thank you.
What an interesting.
All right, y'all. So that is all with this particular judge. I do like that she's a no-nonsense judge, but then also at the same time, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch more of her content. I'm gonna have to watch content as if this. I'm gonna have to watch more of her cases, okay, to see how she is. I feel like this is my second time watching one of her cases. The first time she was uninterested. This time she definitely snapped off on old girl, like, you know, agreed to something you don't even know what it is. Okay. She seems like she's a judge that gets annoyed very quickly. All right. She doesn't have patience like the other judges, and I don't even know if that's a good or bad thing. I got to watch more of her cases to see. But y'all can leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on this case, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler, the flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be